Hi there, Magee here from Royal LePage Atlantic. I just want to give you a little market analysis here of how COVID-19 has impacted the real estate market here in Nova Scotia. Now, obviously, it has changed the real estate market as we know it, and will forever change the way we do business here in Nova Scotia. But I don't know if anybody caught my report back in the beginning of the year when COVID first hit, but I went along with the predictions and said the fact that we were going to have a V-shaped recovery. And that is in fact what we had, guns blazing. It's been a crazy market. Now, what has driven, in my opinion, what has driven that boom here in Nova Scotia is the fear of missing out. So first of all, inventory was at an all-time low the season before and time before that. So we went into this COVID restrictions and pandemic with very, very low inventory. So that combined with interest rates at an all-time low, historic lows, buyers are just jumping all over inventory that come on the market. So we had that big fear of missing out. So as we did have a lull in May, March to May, we had a lull, but it came back fairly quickly, I think driven also by the low interest rates, and buyers seemed to jump right back in. Once they were assured that we had COVID measures in place, they felt comfortable, along with the fear of missing out, to jump back into the real estate market. This caused a bidding frenzy in so many properties. We've had several properties sell for over 100,000 of asking price in the Halifax area. We've also had offers where there was like 35, 36 offers at once on one property in competition. Realtors have changed the way they promote properties too. A lot of realtors now are giving property previews and promoting them on their own social media to give their clients a jump on new listings coming to market. So that, along with leaving the offers open so that all the folks wanting to view a property have a chance to view it, and that creates another bidding frenzy. So the way we've done business, not only with the COVID restrictions, but just the way we're presenting and promoting properties has changed a lot as well. So a lot of times you get people asking, like, where are the buyers coming from? Why are people buying during this pandemic? Well, first of all, you do have that historic low interest rate. Right now it's like 1.89, never seen before. And second of all, the government has been promoting a down payment assistance program for first-time home buyers. So that's also driving a lot of buyers to jump into the market. So Nova Scotia has also historically had some of the lowest home prices across Canada. So that also is attracting people for not only the lower home prices, but the quality of life, the fact that the lower population density. Nova Scotia is looking quite attractive to people from away. Lastly, buyers are looking at and reevaluating their lives. Where do they want to spend their leisure time? Where do they want to be quarantined? So you'll see a lot of people, buyers are buying up, or they're buying that leisure property, or they're buying property with more space because they're taking into consideration, pandemics of the future, where they're really reevaluating where they want to be in life, physically and emotionally and safely. So with people reprioritizing what they want out of life and where they want to be in life, lakefront properties and properties with over 5 acres have seen a 20% increase across Nova Scotia in the number of sales this year. Now, typically you'll see a decline in the number of listings as we enter into the snowy season, as sellers don't necessarily want to deal with keeping their home ready and keeping walkways shoveled for showings. But these home prices are still going to be increasing, so it is still a very good time to sell. Earlier in the year, a lot of people suffered investment losses because of the impact of COVID on investments and stocks and that sort of thing. So now that your home prices are going up 10% or so, now would be a good time to make back those losses seen earlier in the year from your investments. For Nova Scotia as a whole, home prices are up actually 13% across the board. So that goes a long way to making up those investment losses that a lot of people suffered at the beginning of the COVID crackdown. Looking forward, the inventory is still incredibly low across Nova Scotia. We're still looking for the majority 3 to 4 months worth of inventory. Places like the South Shore, they're still at about 6 months inventory, so the pressure isn't as great there for competition. But we still forecast the seller's market continuing well into 2021. A lot of buyers are hesitant about buying right now because they think, oh, the prices are too high, and perhaps there'll be a lot of foreclosures in the new year due to people losing jobs due to COVID. I don't foresee this happening, and there's a couple reasons why. With the measures put in place a number of years ago after the last housing crash, banks have become a lot more stringent in mortgage financing and making sure that you'll be able to afford homes in cases such as this. So with those procedures in place, people are a lot less likely to lose their home in the foreseeable future. Also, the government has been supporting a lot of job loss or wage loss with the CERB benefits and that sort of thing. So a lot of people are willing to use that money to maintain their house and their mortgage. Thirdly, since the housing crash a number of years ago, people became a lot wiser with their money and investing that money back into their home. Back then, people used to use equity in their house to buy toys, go on trips. But we've become smarter and have used that equity, maintained that equity in the home, used it to make improvements to the home, so therefore protecting your equity that much more. So people are a lot less likely to forego and give up that equity due to missing a payment or two of mortgages. They're finding ways to make those mortgage payments. So they're a lot less likely to let that equity go to the wayside. So if buyers are expecting to wait, expecting the prices to come back down, I don't see that happening in the foreseeable future. Home prices are still going to be continuing up due to lack of inventory across Nova Scotia. But the interest rate, that will not remain low forever. As the economy stabilizes, you're going to see the inflation rate go back up, and therefore so will the interest rate. So even though the home prices are a bit more than you might want to pay, if you want to take advantage of that interest rate, now would be the time to jump on board. So even if mortgage rates went up 1/4 percentage point, that would mean about 3% on your monthly mortgage payment. So that's quite a bit when you're looking at what your affordability is for a new home purchase. So in summary, it's a win-win situation for both buyers and sellers. Those prices, 10 to 13% home price increases is just money in your pocket for home sellers, and that interest rate for buyers, you'll never see an interest rate that low again. So it's a great time for both parties to jump into the real estate market. Second of all, Nova Scotia, as long as we keep maintaining our COVID numbers, we're going to be seen as a haven for keeping COVID at bay. So we're going to keep having this influx of buyers looking to move to Nova Scotia. So anyways, any other questions, give me a call, text me 902-277-0510. So that's it. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will keep putting out content for Nova Scotia real estate. Take care.